Dr. Satya, Dr. Singh, all the office bearers of this Indian Society of this Anaesthesia company, and all the doctors present here, my friend, special guest, Sri Davolkar. Good evening to you all. It is indeed a great pleasure for me to be in the midst of the doctors. I consider doctors very divine souls because who can this body, perhaps this is the best and perfect machine in the world created by the God. If there is some disorder in this machine, the only technician available in this world are the doctors. So I consider that they have some much more, I think, some divine tissues in them as compared to other mortals in this body. But like police, medical profession, I don't know, unfortunately in recent years, they have gained some notoriety. Police is the most notorious department in the country. In the morning I was addressing my officer, the man. The police work is the divine work. God's work. Why? Because this ultimate recourse, when man sees there is no other treatment available, nothing is available to the man, at last he goes and takes the shelter of the God. Whether he goes to the temple, he goes to the mosque, or he goes to the church, Gurdwara, all these things from church. Similarly, the last recourse for a man in distress is police. In last distress, we seek the help of the police. Similarly, man seeks the help of the God. Protection of the good people and suppression of the bad people, we read in Gita. Paritrana sadhana vinasaya nishkritam. The same motto has been accepted by the Maharashtra police, how to protect the good. But you see, in the media today, without perhaps crime of the police, you can't find any people in the world. Any people. So much coverage is given to the crime. When you open the paper in the morning, you see perhaps the Mumbai city is full of crime. You have organized such a beautiful conference today. I don't know how many lines it will find in the press tomorrow. Perhaps they note it for more than 5, 6 or 10 lines. Even the persons of the speakers coming here and speaking at length will not find. Napoleon used to say that the world suffers not so much from the violence of the bad people as much from the silence of good. This Mumbai city, the population is around to the tune of around 18 million or 19 million. There are so many good people, so many celebrities, so many specialists in all parts of the life. There must be hundreds of functions every day, hundreds of specialists speaking every day on different aspects of the life, but how much coverage they get in the media? But a rape case, a murder case, an accident, it gets so much of coverage in the media. Why did it happen? Similarly, there are around, I'm told around, might be around 10,000, 15,000 doctors in the city. But if one doctor commits a mistake or there is a medical negligence, it finds so much of coverage. Hundreds of lives are saved every day by the doctors. But does it find any answer? glorious departments is considered. Your white coat, our khaki coat, and live like coats. But there is no escape. There is no escape. Today, a child is born with the help of medical doctor. And ultimately, one is consigned to flames, ultimately, with the help of medical certificate. From birth to death, doctors are required. The whole world is full of disease or disabilities. With so many doctors, so many hospitals, the ailments are also going up. Diseases are also going up. And thanks to the anesthesia, the discovery of the anesthesia, that you are today, you are having the painless surgery. But we can't say, unfortunately, what is happening. And in other fields of education, same thing is happening to the medical education also. That we give credit only to the Western world. This anesthesia was discovered also so many years back. Perhaps, unfortunately, we have totally forgotten what has been given in our ancient text. How many doctors of today, they did Ayurveda, they did Sutra. The Sutra was a great surgeon in those days, thousands of years before. And they were also performing all kinds of intricate surgeries. That was also known without anesthesia. So much work has been done in this field, but unfortunately, it is not being taught to our schools in our colleges, in medical education. I mean, we think that everything we go, and everything India goes, everything we go from the Western world. Whether in the field of medical education, in the field of the art, in the field of the history, everything, everywhere. Or science is controlled the medical education. Still we have so many doctors, so many plans available. I happened to meet one doctor in London, one Dr. Singh, an MD. He performed surgeries, but he was using some homeopathic medicine. He was telling me, if you apply this homeopathic medicine before performing the operation, there is hardly any scar left on the body. This is the integrated approach to the doctor. There are so many things in Ayurveda also. Can we do that? My request would be to the doctors that let us not forget our old heritage. Let us not blindly believe whatever we are getting today is all the contribution of the West. And we have not done anything and we have not contributed to the world anything in this life. But today, unfortunately, such a noble profession. Perhaps the nobility is also waning with the time. About few years back, Indian Medical Association, the secretary and president came to invite me that I should address to the doctors. I just asked them, why did they come to me? They told me, today the doctors, no doctor is poor today. No doctor is poor. Even with a fake degree, even the doctors with fake degree, they are also making money. There are many fake doctors even in working in the Mumbai city. Because the whole population is diseased now. But they were telling me, doctors are not happy. With having sufficient money in their hands, they are not happy. They are not happy. So many of our friends, many of our colleagues, they are indulging in unethical practices. Why is that? Market forces are driving us. You go to the important, very famous hospitals here. The kind of story you hear, it's very shocking and sickening. Might be very few doctors whom you can count on the fingers, but the disease is spreading. disease is spreading. If we want to save this noble profession, perhaps we have to look within why it is happening. Now we are recently, about a few days back, you must have read yesterday, there was a case registered against 5 doctors from Bombay Hospital. Even our own doctors, the kind of the advice, kind of the medical advice the doctors are giving today, sometimes it's so questionable. The doctors of this hospital, I am telling the name of the hospital, the so-called medical board, they are giving the what kind of advice they are giving? There is some negligence. What kind of negligence you are talking about? Whether a particular doctor is at fault, whether the medicine was not given correctly, whether nurse is at fault, who is at fault? But there is this kind of opinion. We have another case of a famous doctor, a cardiologist, against whom he is also questioning the report of the medical board. And if the case is registered and doctors are arrested, police don't want to arrest, but sometimes they are compelled to arrest. When your own colleagues, they give this kind of the opinion, yes, there has been medical negligence on the part of the doctors. There have been increase in the incidents of attack against doctors. Why is that? The professor was respected so much. Earlier, if some patient died, to be used to believe it was destiny, not the fault of the doctors. That symbiotic relationship between doctor and the patient is perhaps ending today. Why there is no trust? Why there is no confidence? That is why the first requirement of any doctor is that he should give the confidence. He should win the trust of the patient, of the relatives. And how it is possible? It is not possible if we are committed to the profession. If we are committed to the goal of serving the humanity. This commitment should not only inside. This commitment must exude out. Wherever you are working, whether private or any public hospitals, this commitment must spread out. Yes, this is a doctor who is so much committed. We must be confident. Who can be confident? Who is the doctor who can be confident? Not only simple confident, but the self-confident doctor must be very, very confident. This confidence must inspire confidence in the relations or the patient. Yes, there is a doctor who can treat you, who can cure you, and nothing to fear, nothing to fear if you are being treated by him or her. There is a gap of communication. When there is a gap of communication, we find perhaps majority of the doctors, many of the doctors, they must learn how to communicate with the public, how to communicate with the patient, how to communicate with the relations of the patient. If we master the art of communication, I don't think any patient or any relations or their friends will even dare to think about attacking the doctors. Let us be, I think, truthful to our profession. Such a divine profession. How to bring back this Christian glory to the profession? That is the mood question before all of us. Same thing we have been trying for our police department also. If we could generate that kind of trust, that kind of confidence among the members of the public will come to us. They can't think ill about us. Same thing is about the medical profession, such a noble profession. It was not simply noble profession, it's a divine profession. This divine profession, in Vedas it has been given, Dr. Lalita was telling, in Arabic it comes, I am witness to what I am witness to. When a patient approaches the doctor, what the doctor worry. You are in the safe hands now. I am gold, not even gold. I am bigger than gold, higher than gold. If the doctors can give that kind of confidence to the patient and their relations, I am sure the respect for the professor will go off. And when the respect for the professor will go off, we also will work with zeal. We also work with load of criticism. We are here not only to treat, not only simply to cure, but we are here to inspire the population, to public, that they should not fall sick. But how many doctors are doing that? We have in police department there how to prevent the crime, how to control, not only control the crime, how to prevent the crime. Similarly, today it is required that we perhaps every doctor sitting here is should joke that at least some of my time I will give to the public. Anybody who comes to me, how to remain healthy? How to remain healthy? Sometimes I keep on telling about jokingly that doctors are also falling sick. If doctors are also falling sick, how can they inspire confidence in the patients? And why doctors are falling sick? Perhaps something is amiss. Something is amiss in our education. So that the basic these rules and laws of the health must be imparted, and we must learn how to remain healthy. How to remain healthy. There are some basic things. Today morning I was telling, I was addressing my office as a man. Simple formula to remain healthy. Simple formula. पैर गरम, पेट गरम, and सिर ठंडा. पैर गरम, पेट गरम, and सिर ठंडा. Second line I don't want to tell you, but second line is very, very interesting. I doctor to लगाओ डंडा. Means you don't need to beat the drum, but if you follow these simple principles, you can allow a doctor because you don't require a doctor. Background means daily take some exercise. Do some exercise. Nobody in this world can remain healthy without doing exercise. Nobody can remain healthy. So take some exercise every day. If you don't find time for doing exercise, we have to find time to go to the doctors. And doctors are not free. They charge very heavily, very heavily today. Medicines are also very expensive today. So we have to do exercise. And पेट गरम, take the food, take the meal, so that your digestive system remains very good. Whatever you eat, you digest it well. If you can't digest well, that is why I tell one parable. When this Akbar, the emperor, he asked his ministers, who is the happiest person on earth? Who is the happiest person on earth? This was the question. Various answers were given. And the best answer was given by Birbal. And Birbal said, जिसका पेट रोजाना साफ होगा he is the happiest person. And you will feel, if your stomach is not clean, all discipline starts happening. So take the food, which can lead to good digestive system, but unfortunately what is happening? The kind of food you today take, I don't want to go into details. The kind of food today we take, the kind of food generally prescribed, and most unfortunate part is, many of the doctors prescribe, the kind of food they prescribe is not healthy. It's not healthy. And the third thing is how to remain cool. Even during crisis, how to remain cool. Tension-free life, tension-free profession, tension-free practice. Without cut practices, unethical practices, how to remain healthy, how to remain happy. Perhaps these are the fundamental things. If we could imbibe, not only simply imbibe ourselves, if we could spread these values outside in our population, in our target population, I think people will be happy and we will be happy. We will also feel very, very satisfied soul that we have grown really a very, very divine profession, very, very noble profession. Because as I started in the beginning, this is a divinely ordained profession you have got. You are really very, very lucky, very, very destined souls on this earth, so that you have become the doctors. So I request and I wish that every doctor is fit, every doctor is healthy, every doctor tries to bring back the Krishna old glory to this profession, and we start doing it. As Dr. Lalita Nayak, so she has mentioned about this. The issue on your card was, in fact, I forgot about this. We speak about the medical legal cases. Medical legal cases. Every case becomes medical legal when we decide the legality of any case with the medical opinion. Police cannot work without doctors. We cannot work. For any accused, arrest me. As per the Supreme Court directions, every accused within 24 hours must be medically examined. And thereafter, every 48 hours he should be medically examined. There is so much of burden on us and so much of burden on medical profession that everybody needs to be medically examined. For small injuries, cases to be registered, whether the self-inflicted injury, whether the grievous injury, whether simple injury, whether the fracture, police just cannot work without doctors. Nowadays, we keep on hearing about the rise in the crime against women. We just not work without doctors. So we would like to develop this relationship, this symbiotic relationship with the medical profession. Because we cannot work without you. And sometimes you also need our help. And we are not only for the doctors, we are only for the entire public. But our best is available, best required. We are always at the disposal of the doctors. But I would like to request you, because generally anesthesiologists perhaps they are not involved so much. But the kind of the medical opinion we get sometimes, in 80% of the cases, medical officers, they preserve the Vishram and reserve the opinion. Preserving Vishram, preserving opinion. Not to the final opinion, not our opinion. But in the cause of the death. Not hundreds. Thousands of cases are pending. Thousands of cases. Every police station you will not believe. Every police station must be having 2,000 to 3,000 cases in the last many years, where we have not got the final cause of death. Even after our best fight, our best efforts, we pursue with the doctors. Postmortem reports. Manual says that within 24 hours, if not within 24 hours, within 48 hours, medical report was taken to the police. But now I don't know how many rounds police they make to the doctors to get medical opinion. The postmortem reports. There are so many issues. That is why it's good that police and the doctors, they should sit together They should interact frequently with each other, among each others, discuss the issues of mutual interest to serve the public better. Perhaps with these words, I stop here and I am grateful, Madam, to you and to your society for inviting me here. Please don't mind if I said something, but whatever just came to my mind, I was just speaking to you. Thank you very much and God bless you all.